Hello Taurus, this is your 2020 July reading. All readings are fluent. And the roles can be reversed. With that said, let's begin. You have two Taurus. You have Archangel Michael. You also have the waterfalls. Underlying energy is the Ark of the Covenant. Gonna pull an oracle for your mental energy. Okay. This is the internal child. And the ocean is the underlying energy for this deck here. Terra in the upright. Center. Two of Cups. Root. We have Strength. We have Three of Cups. And we have Page. Actually, I'm going to let them stay down and below. It could be a reason why I have to do that. Yeah, I'll let it stay there. Past. The Moon in reverse. Crown. Three of Wands. Future. The Lovers. Your influences. We have two, the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. External influences. Five of Wands. Hopes and fears. Justice. Final outcome. Ten of Pentacles. Underlying energy for that is the Knight of Swords. trying to get it all in the video. Okay, that looks good. Put that where you can see it too. Okay, Taurus. Wow. I see. This is a beautiful reading. I mean, I'm kind of blown away at these cards here. What I see here is a possible relationship. I also see one of my Taurus, or some of my Tauruses, are going through a transformation. And it seems to be like a really beautiful transformation. And this transformation might be attracting a new person into your life. So it could be a combination of both events happening with one person. For some of you, it could be both events happening with you. And for some of you, there's separate events. There's the relationship that's developing, and there is the transformation that's developing. In the center, you had several cards come out. They were the Two of Cups, the Eternal Child, the Waterfalls, and Archangel Michael. And these four cards here together they speak of transformation. All four of them. You have Archangel Michael, who is to remind you of the power, the inner power that you have. You also have the inner child. That is another way of reminding you of the power that you have within yourself. And it reminds you that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. So we got two power cards. And then we got this one here, which is the Waterfalls. And that one also speaks of a transformation of power. The power of your unconsciousness. And how you can use that power of unconsciousness to get what you want, to mold a situation to work for you. And then you have this Two of Cups. It's like blending all of these powers and elements and possibilities into one. As you see them go up to the hand, and they just like merge and blend, and it all becomes one person, forming this transformation. That's the beginning of your reading. This is the center. This is what you're going through right now. So I think all of my Taurus are going through this. To top all of this up, we also have the underlying energy of the ocean, another water card. This also speaks of the power of your unconsciousness and your personal power. Both of these two cards alone speak of personal power. Water. How water moves and changes from liquid to mist, air particles, and also go back to solids. How it changes, molds, and can be molded. If you pour water into a mold and put it in a refrigerator, then you can pretty much in a freezer change it to in the form that you want. And that is what this is saying, that you can do this. You have that power to do this. That's your transformation. You're going through a change here. And that's also backed up with this, the Ark of the Covenant. The 11 is the number 11. It's a beneficial contract because, you know, everyone knows about the Ark of the Covenant, where the Lord made a covenant, a promise, a contract with Abraham, Isaac. Well, this is saying that you are living up to your karmic contract. So you're transforming. You're going through you're transforming, and it's like you found your purpose. Something happened, and it's causing you to change for the better. I mean, it's not a bad change. This is a good change. I mean, it's making you get this inner strength in you. That's going to do nothing but attract things to you, because you're able to mold and change things to suit you. In your foundation, your root, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Strength, and you have the Page of Wands. That you are taking all of this energy here, and you're learning how to balance it with the Strength card. The Strength card is telling you, or you're learning how to balance your masculine and your feminine. The feminine and the masculine, or the animalistic, whatever you want to call it. But the feminine and the masculine, you're learning how to do that as you're transforming. As you are realizing this is going on, this is all happening internally. People, this is happening internally to you. This is not obviously seen on the outside until you start projecting that energy out. And when you start doing that, that's when people will start to see that change in you. And that's what's probably what's going to attract this possible new person coming in. But while you're changing and transforming, you're learning how to balance this. And you're doing it in a calm way. It's an inner self-confidence, an inner self-strength. Just like all of this is internally. It's like you came with some kind of knowing how to do this. It's coming with all of this is merging, and it's bringing this knowing with you. And it's merging. Here it is again, it's merging. It's connecting. And it's going to cause you to be able to connect to other people. And you're going to take this new connection, this new energy, and you're going to move forward with it, and you're just going to attract people, because this is people. You're going to attract people into your life because of this. They're going to start to see it. If they haven't started seeing it yet, it's going to happen. Now, In your past, apparently something happened in your past. Something was going on with this moon in reverse. Something was happening. And whatever it was, you refused to look at it, or you wouldn't accept it, or you ignored it until you just couldn't ignore it anymore. It could have been old patterns. You realized you were going through the same thing over and over and over again and not seeing it for what it really was. But whatever it was, you went within and you start trusting your inner wisdom. You started trusting your inner wisdom. You tapped into your unconsciousness, because that's what happens when the moon is in reverse, and you own up to what you denied looking at before, what you would not face. That's what happened. It got to the point where you just said, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm fed up. And you went and tried another approach. And that caused this transformation to happen. And this is going to attract this good stuff coming into your life. In your crown, which is your possible future. This is you waiting on some plans that you already put and set into motion. So you have already done something. Some kind of plans you put into action, and you're waiting on it to come in. And you did it with all this balancing going on. You did it with your own unique way, your individuality, because you completely changed. You transformed, and then you did this. So you're waiting on something to come through. It's something you're waiting on here, Taurus. But I can tell you right now, somebody else is watching you too. It's like you're sitting there watching for whatever this is to come through. Somebody else is watching you. And that's where I think this person comes in, right here. This is your immediate future. This is the Lover card. This is where I think it starts to change. Now this either merges and this is included. You meet this new person, which could be a beginning of a new relationship. It's not someone, I don't think this is someone you've had any kind of physical intimacy with yet. This is almost like a new relationship, whoever this is. This can also be the merging of all of this happening as well. Plans that have been put in action, the transformation, the new people coming into your life, the love of the new people coming into your life, because it's more than one. It also could be this love interest, this possible long-term love interest. It also could be a choice that's going to make a very significant change in your life. So either you're going to make that choice, Taurus, or this new person coming into your life is going to make that choice. But a choice is going to be made. It could be a secret admirer who's been watching you, which is what I think. If a person comes in, for some of my Taurus, is someone who's been watching you. Just like you were watching your results to come in, they've been watching you change. They've been watching you change. And they might have been going through the same sort of transformation themselves, but They've been watching you change. And whatever you did is going to be very, very positive. It's going to be full of all kinds of possibilities. This is good. This is really good. Your energy here is the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. This is the choice you made here. These are the choice to make some plans. So you were looking towards the future. All of this is probably because you were thinking about your future. All of it. You probably was trying to build something for the future, for yourself. But I can tell you right now, all of this came because you were looking ahead. This also could be a partnership. And here is your passion. You want to move forward, but you want to move forward at the right time. So you didn't go. You didn't move right away. You did everything. You timed it. In other words, you moved when the timing was right. Is what I'm getting here. You actually timed how you moved during this whole transformation. That means back here you were thinking how you were going to do things as you changed. I mean, you were doing a lot of stuff. All this stuff was happening like almost at once. And after you changed, or during the time you were changing, you realized how to move then. You realized you had to do everything in a balanced way. No rushing in. You had to balance that need to rush in. You had to balance that. You could not just rush in. You had to think about it. You had to be methodical about it. You had to analyze it. You had to analyze every move, every step, every piece needed to do whatever it was you wanted to do. And I think you succeeded in doing it because this is all positive. This is all positive. Now here, this is the other people. These are your opposing forces. These are people that are up against you. This is the Five of Wands. These are probably the people that you didn't see them for what they were. They had you back here with this moon thing going on. Because here means something was hidden. This is it being uncovered and you refusing to see it for what it was. I believe that's these guys here. Whoever this is. This little group here. And you know what? If they know you're changing, that means they're arguing. They're having their own little drama. They're quarreling. Petty stuff they're doing. They're not happy about it. That's for sure. Whoever these people are outside your energy space that are not a part of you, but they are trying to cause problems and want to cause problems and probably have caused problems in the past. They're not happy. At this moment, they're not happy. So you did something to blocked them. I don't know how long you've blocked them, but you did something that blocked something that they were doing. In your hopes and fears, you have justice. This is another choice. You got a lot of choices here. This is another choice here. This choice, it is the need to balance with fairness, logical, analytical, methodical, and align the fairness with what you are trying to do, with what you are trying to accomplish here. And you're going to have to make that choice. Because if you don't, someone else is going to make it for you. And it might not go in your favor, Taurus. Someone's going to make a choice. This is your hopes and fear. You're afraid of them making a choice. That means you need to make it yourself. You got to look out for yourself here. So that means you're going to have to come up with another choice. You made one here. Actually, you made it here. You decide to face up to something that either you were unaware of it, and now that you became aware of it, you acted, which causes transformation. You made another choice here after the transformation to figure out how to move. This is the Two of Wands. This is the Three of Wands. You thought about how to move. So you made that choice here, and you acted on it here, which is going to bring you to this. So this is a good partnership that's going to come out of it. You're going to get what you want. This is also the possibility of meeting someone. Both have the potential to be a long-term contract. Like this contract. Generation contract. Just like this covenant is a generation contract. And all of this is in your power. This is your power here. It came with that transformation. This is part of your power that came with that transformation. Your strength. Power that came with that transformation. You're going to get some kind of union. For sure. Work-related, financially weighted, stability of some sort. And you possibly will get a long-term partner here. For some of you. And some of you will get it all. But there are choices you're going to have to make sure all this happens. And if you make the right choices, carefully make the right choices, you will reach the Ten of Pentacles, which is what everybody wants to get to. Because once you get here, this is financial stability. This is long-term financial stability. This is a legacy. This is family. If that Lover's card is the one that comes into your life, it could be a possible marriage, long-term relationship. It looks like you'll get everything. I really don't have to clarify this reading. I mean, this is beautiful. Really beautiful. I could possibly look at this moon in reverse to find out what this is, and I can possibly look at what these guys here are planning. Because those are the only two really negative cards here that I can possibly pull some more tarot on to find out what's going on here. But this is a beautiful transformation. This is all you, Taurus. This is your inner strength that came out of this. These guys may have caused it or triggered it to happen. As a matter of fact, I think they did cause it to happen. Sometimes a transformation will happen behind someone triggering someone. Especially if that person has an inner strength in them. Come on, shuffle. These cards are in the upright in reverse. I'm going to clarify the past, which is that moon in reverse. Which I think is these guys right here. It could be another group. But I don't think so. I think it's these guys. 5 people is probably a group. Or a person who's got a lot of friends. What is that? What'd I tell you? We have a King of Swords in reverse. This person can be ruthless when they're in this energy. It could be the leader of this group. That is a air sign. That is either a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But it is a masculine energy. It does not mean it has to be a masculine. It can be female in nature. But it is someone who is definitely working out of character. And it's someone you didn't see in that type of energy. What is that King of Swords? Someone from the past. Oh, it's someone you know. Someone you know. Taurus. And they were being manipulative with the Magician in reverse. This was someone who was trying to control you. And you didn't see them for what they were. They might have been cunning because the Magician in reverse is a trickster. Very much a trickster. But this person was being very cold-hearted and very manipulative for some reason. It could have been a past relationship you might have had with someone, male or female. But that's where this is stemming from. Someone was holding you back with that energy. What is this? 5 of Wands. 5 of Cups. I mean 5 of Wands, please. Oh, we got a couple of cards. See? It might have been someone you had seen or had dated or possibly was interested in you in the past. Like I said, masculine energy, female energy, doesn't matter. Yeah. It was someone who had an interest in you. A love interest. See that? This was someone from your past who had a love interest in you. Here's your 2 of Cups. That's these guys right there. That's these guys. It might have been someone who didn't tell you their true feelings. Ace of Cups. Come out together. It could have been somebody you might have been involved with, but it might have been short term. I don't know who walked away, but they resented it afterwards. Let me look at that. It's just Lovers. Page of Sword is new information, clarity, knowledge. They've been watching. Whoever this has been watching. They've been watching you change. I don't know if it's this old energy here. This is old. This is old. I get the feeling this is new. They're going to be somebody you meet down here. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. There's somebody new coming in. There's someone new. I don't know if they'll be long term, but this is someone new that's going to approach you. Could be the business partner. It could be a long-term person. But it's someone who's been watching you. This person is upset. They're upset. And they probably think you have options, or you will have options. And they're up in their head about it. I told you they were upset. You're walking away from somebody in the past, and you're getting ready to walk into several people in the future. Just be warned that they don't like it. They're not happy. You'll be happy, but they won't. That's all I got for you now, Taurus. Good night.